Hello and welcome to our 2023 overview of the new Moustache range. We're here with Clément. It's been a long time since we've been on camera together. Thank you so much for coming and welcome back to the UK.
Yeah, thanks for hosting me. That's a pleasure always to be participating with Fully Charged and do some cool activation with you guys. So yeah, looking forward to show you all the novelties from Moustache.
So those of you that haven't heard of Moustache, who is Moustache? It's so important to first of all say that they are a born electric brand. They started, was it 10 years ago?
Yes, slightly more than 10
and only make electric bikes from the ground up. So they are purpose built to have the Bosch system and be electric. And they've just improved them over the years and they are great. But I mean, tell us more about the company.
Yeah, I think the two founders, Greg and Manu, had a clear vision 10 years back about what e-bikes will bring to people and how powerful e-bikes can be, like changing life people by bringing more people on bike because of e-bikes. And straight from the beginning, they were actually offering quite a wide offer of e-bikes because they were convinced that all categories of bikes will be e-bikes in the future. And today that's the case. But we gain valuable experience in doing only e-bikes straight from the beginning, and that makes a big difference in how we think our products and how we develop, and we are always customer oriented, and we try to be what the customer needs in real life for each category of bikes.
It's like how sometimes they say like for riders by riders. This is for electric riders by electric riders. It's quite cool. And I mean, starting with their most iconic bike, which was the first bike they actually released, wasn't it? Is the Lundi 27.
Yeah,
I mean,
initially it was Lundi 26 because at that time that was a 26-inch wheel, but that's actually probably the most iconic model in the range. It was super modern at that time. It's still super modern, but it was already integrating, of course, the famous
Moustache handlebars,
which is giving this super cool upright position, very comfortable, safety because we have 360 degrees vision when you ride that bike, and of course, really low standover. The tubing, the down tube is very specific also. It's really stiff. It's like a triple gravity tubing integrating the battery. So it's both super easy to use, super fun, and the riding pleasure is really important also.
Really cool colors, integrated cables, iconic. And just to go into more detail with that geometry, it's just, I mean, you really are so comfortable when you're riding. It's the most comfortable, stylish, urban e-bike on the market, and it's been referred to by a lot of our customers as trad mod, the very traditional modern, really stylish, simple, easy bike to use. And they come in 3 different models, and they now come in the new smart system, which is an absolutely awesome addition to the bike, being able to track it and being able to, lock it remotely on your phone and all of those cool things that the smart system has to offer.
Some small details, but which are making a huge difference on how it rides. The mudguards, we don't use like any plastic mudguards or single ply aluminum. We use sturdy tubing mudguards, so it's really treated as a bicycle frame tube. It's really strong, really reliable. It's not going to make any noise after a while. It's super solid. It's painted exactly the same color as the frame, so it looks nice also. One important thing also, the rear rack. We are developing also our rear rack. So they are MIC HD compatible, they are Ortlieb compatible with the QL3, so you can adapt all style of luggage.
And they don't flap around and they just click in perfectly. It's really nice stuff for those of you that like to carry stuff in a sophisticated manner, because this is a sophisticated bike.
One thing also which is important, all our mudguards, all our rear racks, they are 27 kilograms compatible, which is a super important information.
For child seats.
And yeah, for child seat, because many brands, they don't do it. You don't notice it when you purchase the bike, and then after, if you want to adapt a child seat, this is not safe for the child. So that's really important.
Okay, so that's the Lundi 27, and now on to the Samedi 28, which is their other urban bike that's also known as a trekking bike. So it's those of you that have a bit more of a journey, want to go a bit faster, and really enjoy your commute or your adventures.
So Samedi 28 is basically it's for people that want to do longer ride. Occasionally they will also use their bike in a weekend to do like some countryside riding. Yeah. So basically the main difference, as you can see between the Lundi 27 and the Samedi 28, the wheel size is slightly different. It's slightly more narrow. You get a better autonomy compared to the Lundi 27. And the position, of course, you still have the famous Moustache on the bar position, which is super comfortable, but it's slightly more down compared to the Lundi 27.
I'll jump on so we can.
So the difference is that if you do long ride,
not quite up like this, but just a little bit more sporty, a little bit longer in the saddle, and a bit more dynamic.
Yeah, it gives a better pedaling efficiency by adopting this position. And of course, you always find the key feature from Moustache. So we work a lot on the frame, of course, with the battery integration being placed super low on the bike to keep a bike which is super easy to maneuver, super fun to ride. It comes in the standard frame, but also in the open version. So for people that want the really low step entry, it's also available on the
even with the performance line motor, which is great to add. So these are super popular, especially in the open frame. And obviously now with the smart system, it's just got everything that everyone's been promising for so long, but done by Bosch and done properly.
And actually with that bike, you get also the BCM from Bosch equipped as a standard option. So that's the BCM is the Bosch Connect model. So that's an anti-theft tracker, which is already fitted with that bike. Yeah. So if you get the bike stolen or if the bike moves, you get the alert on your smartphone, and you can locate exactly the. So that's
you cannot unlock that bike because you have to take it to a dealer, and the dealer can't unlock it without actually getting the permission from the owner and Bosch. So it is a foolproof, very, very safe, sophisticated piece of technology.
And one thing to mention also about the smart system. All the urban bikes, all the Moustache urban bikes equipped with the smart system, you can upgrade with the BCM Connect model.
Exactly, because this is top of the range, it comes with it. So yeah, that's the Samedi 28 range, and it is a very, very good range. But if I was going to be spending a bit more time off-road, and I was going to be going over those hills and being like, I wonder what's in that forest over there, I would probably be looking at the Xroad range. Now, the Xroad range is the most important range for Moustache.
Yeah, that's by far the best seller out of the Moustache range. It's been super popular over the year. We've been developing different versions now, open version, standard version, full suspension version.
That's just absolutely awesome. I mean, open is super practical and great, and a lot of people still use them in the city. The closed is just a really great all-rounder and very popular, but the FS version is really, it's like the ultimate mountain bike that's really good for commuting, really good for light off-road, and with its geometry, it's just if you were riding, say, for like all day and going on a really big tour, it's just the geometry of it compared to a normal mountain bike is just that little bit more comfortable and easy. You've still got the control, but it's just a lot more stress going through your core rather than your neck and your back and your wrist. So you can really sit in that saddle for 5-6 hours, if you wanted to, and still, be really comfortable, get off the bike and go and walk around the city or go out for a nice dinner, and you really are not too strained, but you can really get your exercise in and ride for longer. So I'm a huge fan of this as the ultimate all-rounder e-bike. It just really does everything.
Yeah, it's something which is important to us. We always try to place ourselves in the customer position. Okay, what the customer needs really for daily use, whether in the city or outside the city, and that answering this, and that's why we've been doing this specific geometry, which is super easy to handle. When you step on a Moustache bike, we want people to feel comfortable immediately on the bike, and that's really important to us. And of course, you also benefit from the magic grip control rear suspension, which is Moustache proprietary rear suspension. We've been developing that shock specifically for the kinematic of the suspension. So this is super efficient, super grippy. It's well acclaimed by all magazines in the mountain bike category also. This is a real
proper bespoke in-house custom designed rear suspension for slightly heavier e-bikes, but to allow control and comfort and really at its best, because a lot of the other manufacturers that are doing full sus are just taking standard rear shocks off the shelf and putting them into the bike. So it really is noticeable. I've been riding this on both Friday and Xroad now for a very long time, and it is a seriously good piece of tech. That, you know.
And one thing which is also important, all the Xroad category comes, of course, with the mud guards again, so aluminum mud guards, triple gravity, super strong. So you know that even if you go on proper off-road riding, the mud guard's not going to go bend or damage. And one thing which is also super important, you get also the chain cover, which is actually fitted directly on the rear suspension, on the rear triangle. So it's a real protection for your chain, and that's not something that you find really. It's not very common on that type of bikes from other brands. We do it at Moustache.
So we've given quite a lot of limelight to the Xroad 6 FS being the top of the range and most sexy in a way, but is it for you as well? The Xroad 3 is the most popular?
Yeah, it's one of the best sellers within the Xroad category, and for reasons. You know, it's a good price point. It's well equipped for that price. Comes with the new Intubia 100, so the smart system with the Intubia display, the new Intubia display. So yeah, it's one of our best sellers also, and again comes in the open or standard version.
But it does come in the FS version as well. Yeah. So open, closed, and FS. And it's just awesome. Big battery, really, really nice spec bike. And lastly, we do have the other new Xroad member of the family, the Xroad 2.
Yeah, it's cool because now it comes directly with the Bosch performance line, which is now 75 Newton meter torque, so super powerful, straight out of the box. And of course, with the smart system, with the Bosch interior display. So yeah, for that price, it's super well equipped with, of course, all the key features from Moustache, open frame or stand-up frame, the Moustache mudguards, the Moustache chain cover, proper sturdy rear rack, so you can fit all your luggage, or clip QL3 luggage, MIC HD compatible luggage. It comes with all you need ready for proper versatile riding in the city and out of the city in the countryside. So that's
now the Xroad 2 last year and the year before caught us by surprise because it was super popular and we did not have enough in stock. So this year we have got so many. We have made huge investments into Xroad stock in general, and Xroad 2 and Xroad 3 and Xroad 6, we have loads of stock. So you can purchase online, you can come in and try one, you can go to one of our partner stores. We have got you covered.
Yeah, we've done a super nice tour with you guys today on that Xroad and Xroad FS. I was super impressed by your riding.
Thank you.
You improved a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And you've done some great also review before that actually about the Xroad.
Yeah, we've done. So my commute is like the ultimate commute into town from where I live over in Wanstead Flats. And I'd go down the canals and everything. We did that great video with me jumping out of my treehouse. I don't know if you've seen that one, but please have a look at our more in-depth reviews on the individual Xroads, because we love making reviews about these bikes because they're just so fun to ride. Most importantly, actually, if you are really considering a purchase, our buyer's guide, we have put huge amounts of time with support from Moustache and our own team that have ridden these bikes non-stop, really going much more in depth to the whole entire Moustache range. And it's a really good option that you should download if you are considering buying a Moustache e-bike. So we've covered most of the range here, but we have left out this very important new member of the Moustache family, the Lundi 20, their proper cargo bike. and this is becoming very, very popular.
We've been, actually, I think it's been probably the longest development at Moustache compared to any other bike we have in the range. So it was a long-term development, and we really wanted to do it perfect straight from the beginning. This is answering most of the modern urban needs when you want to commute, when you want to do everything with your bike and get rid of your car completely and just use your bike as your car. That's your new car, and you can basically bring everything you need on with the rear rack, which is a long tail style rear rack. So you have, again, MIC-HD compatible, QL3. We have tons of different accessories that we've been developing specifically to go with that bike. And the idea is that, yeah, you can carry your kids, you can carry your goods, and of course you can also store it in your apartment, because the good thing about the long tail is that it remains quite compact. If you compare the length, the wheel length compared to the Lundi 27, it's just 2 centimeters longer. So it's actually super compact. And for us, it was really important to have both the utility, but keep it easy to store, especially for people living in the city.
Yeah.
We know that many of them, they don't have a garage to store the bike. So that was super important.
You can store the bike upright. And it's pretty sturdy there. I mean, it's like, you know, even if the kids knocked it, you know, it's pretty sturdy, and it's just such a clever design. So there's quite a few of the long tail bikes out now. It's been a huge boom, especially in London, but obviously in other parts of the world as well. But I'd say this one is the most stylish out of them, with the integrated cables, the really, again, a bit like the Lundi 27, like that trad mod feel.
And yeah, one thing which is super important to us also, it comes as standard with like really key options. For example, when you buy the bike, you get immediately the Albert bar, which is the monkey bar from Moustache. You get immediately the footrest, so it comes as standard with the bike. One thing also which is often forgotten by brands, but we have it immediately on our bikes as a standard part, is also the wheel cover. So if you carry kids or your girlfriend, or you don't get caught in the wheel, you know, the foot in. So that the safety was super important to us.
You wear nice clothes as a passenger on the back and not get any splatter on you. Well.
And another super important option is the seat post. The seat post, it's one thing which change your life when you ride. Basically, this is not only a suspension seat post, it's also a telescopic seat post. So that means that when you ride the bike, when you are at the crossroad, you've got the kids at the back and you want to feel stable, so you can lower the seat, lower the saddle, you are stable on your feet, and once you start again, then you can put the saddle in the right position. You've got the remote actioner, which is just here, so it's super easy to use. And of course, one thing super important, you can see that you get exactly the same position actually as the Lundi 27. Basically, what we've tried to do with the Lundi 20 is to have the same feel and riding feeling than the Lundi 27 with the loading capacity. And basically, you get the upright position, super safety, super ergonomic position. And
hence the name. So Lundi 20, 20-inch wheels, Lundi 27, 27-inch wheels. So the EMTB range is new this season with the smart system, and it's just, I love these bikes. I've had so much fun on them over the years, and I mean, this is the Trail 9, so they're all in new colours this season. Trail 9 is nearly top of the range, Trail 11 is top of the range.
Yeah, but that's probably one of the most popular, the most popular, I would say, EMTB within the range, the Trail 9. It's been voted e-bike of the year in France twice, so that's really been claimed. We have had like some fantastic review also in Germany, in other media, with the shock, with the rear shock, which is using again the magic grip control, so super grippy, super easy to use. And once again, the trail, basically the people that want to ride that bike, that's the people that want an MTB, which is easy to use, easy to maneuver. You can hop on it. It's really easy to get comfortable with, and you can do. It's super versatile. You can ride in the mountains. If you go in the Alps in the summer, you can ride with that. If you go in the countryside, like on more gentle riding, it's perfect. Also, it's just the perfect combination, and it's a wide spectrum of use, like from beginners, mountain bikers, up to experts. It's been actually EMTB world champion cross country 2 years ago. So you can do it all, like from super high performance to start with the best products.
We've done some great reviews actually with Alexia Desil, who's one of the women's champion e-bikers in the UK, and she's actually got a Game 9, and if you're really into this category, make sure you watch that video. She's a really inspiring lady, and she's an awesome rider as well. I go out with her and I cannot keep up with her. So Clément, why would someone choose a Moustache EMTB over an alternative brand, for example?
Again, I think the most important thing to us is that the wide spectrum of use and how easy it is to maneuver and to
the feeling. For me, it's the way. I mean, Moustache are known as smiling machines, and for me, it brings out. Just talking about like my children stuff, it makes me feel like a child. It's like an injection of youth. It's just so fun and playful. But going much deeper than that into the build quality, the design, the engineering, the thought process when they've been designed, and they're just amazing.
No, it's just a model that gives you basically the freedom to do whatever you want with your mountain bike. You can go on a long trip, on a 1 day long trip. You can go on a short, intense, sporty one. That will be at ease on a kind of terrain. Of course, the suspension is, as it say, it's magic grip control, but it's really magic because the grip that provides is just enormous. So you get a bike which is at ease downhill, but also uphill, and for Moustache, uphill, it's part of the fun, That's the real good thing about e-bikes. You can have a lot of fun, not only downhill, but also uphill. And so we work a lot on our suspension to have that perfect balance between performance, uphill, and downhill. And of course, we've been working a lot on the battery integration also. As you can see, the battery is nested on the down tube. Under the down tube, we are developing specific parts we don't use all the Bosch parts. We create our own parts to be able to have the battery position as low as possible on the bike and still remain super easy to access. So you just open this and do that, and there's one little bolt here, security bolt, and then after you can just unlock the battery like this.
And that is the new 750 battery.
Yeah, 750 watt, and again, that was super important for us to have the battery easy to access. Many brands now, when they use the 750, either you need to put the bike upside down or the battery remain inside the frame.
Can you put it in easily when it is down? Can you show us?
Sure. Here we go, it's already fixed. You have an extra screw here that you add.
We've covered a lot in this video, which is great, and we're very happy to see any comments or anything that you guys want to ask, and we'll always get back to you and know for the next one if there's anything you really want to know about in particular. Just to mention one more time, our buyer's guide, please check it out. It really has a lot of work's gone into it. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, thanks for the great work. We are super proud to work with Fully Charged in the UK, and just contact them. They are super professional. They have a wide choice of Moustache.
When you were in the showroom a couple of days ago, you were quite surprised the amount of people buying over the phone and online. And we're seeing a huge increase in it. And now I think with our brand, we've developed a lot of confidence, and people are buying them online, and it's great to see. So yeah, we've got our online chat, we've got all sorts of different ways that you can get in touch. And yeah, thanks for watching.